Hey guys, it's Wednesdays with Chasey Poo. Please forgive me for doing another vlog type of video for Transtastic this week. I'm as busy as I was last week. Tomorrow, which is actually today for you, I am presenting in Pennsylvania, in Allentown. And I'm working on my presentation, but I have a million other things to do at the same time. I was working, whatever. It doesn't really, why the fuck am I telling you this? You don't care. Today we're talking about communities that we are part of that are not trans. So being part of the trans community is like so important to me. It's such a big part of my identity. It's something that I look forward to. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it's me. It's what I do. It's the work that I do. It's the work that I love. It's the work that I want to do. And I really have issues with the trans community sometimes, especially trans men, like the most misogynistic, whatever. But if I talk about other communities, it's hard to think about because I feel like my whole life has been so centered around the trans community, like for real, where I have, for the last 7 years of my life, actively transitioning, 8 years, I guess, 8 years of my life where I was like actively transitioning, that I was focused specifically and only on this community and being a part of it. And now that it's like, I've known I was trans for 10 years, I've been on hormones for 7 years, like it's not passé, but it's like, you know, like I'm part of it and it's time for me to find out who I am outside of being trans. So I am part of one community that I would consider a big part of my life as well now, and that's the running community. And it's almost like how the trans community is like, you kind of like know each other, but you don't, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm trans, I'm part of the trans community, but like if you want to be active in the trans community, you like do these things. So I feel like I'm part of the running community, not because I run, because there's a lot of people who run and they don't identify as part of the running community, but I feel like I identify that way because I work at a running store, and I sometimes run with the run club. And I say sometimes because I've been injured, so I can't run right now, so instead I work on the day that the run club is, so they all talk to me and we all hang out and stuff, and it's great, but I can't run. But it's fun to be part of that community because, especially the people who come to my store that I work at, they're so nice, and like, it seems like if they had such a stressful day at work, then they're coming right here after work and they're going for a run with like their running friends, and it's just so nice to see that positive attitude where sometimes in the trans community, it's really depressing and it starts to, I don't know, affect people negatively, and it sucks, and I wish that we would find more positive things in the trans community to be happy about, but it's hard because a lot of us are going through shit. So I guess what I try to do is kind of take in things that I've learned from running and kind of applying it to my trans community. So they're kind of intertwined for me. An example of this is, people are always asking me, how do you motivate it to run? And honestly, I'm not. Some days I'm like, I don't want to fucking go outside. But the second I say I don't want to go, that's when I know that I need to go. And that's when I know that the second I get outside of my door and breathe fresh air, everything is going to feel better. And I'm going to be so happy that I went. So that's how I push myself. So I try to apply that to things in my life, trans-related or not. So an example is this talk that I'm doing. I don't like public speaking. I have a lot of anxiety in front of people. You wouldn't know that because camera's different. YouTube is different. Talking to a bunch of people, my friends, it's fine. Hanging out with people and maybe there's like 10 people, cool. This is different. It's like a next level. But I don't want to do it, but I know that I need to push myself to do it because I'm not pushing myself to the point where this is too much and I'm gonna die. There's nothing that doesn't exist for this type of activity. So I know that I accepted to take this position. I accepted to speak at this place because I knew that I was gonna be anxious, and pushing myself to do it more often will help me to get over it. So that's what I've kind of, those two metaphors or whatever life lessons that I've learned, that one life lesson that I've applied to my life in different ways. I'm all over the place. Seriously, like, I don't even understand how I'm talking right now. I feel so, like, I don't have ADD, ADHD, any attention issues that I know of. I've never been diagnosed. I have no idea. But for some reason, when I get overwhelmed, or especially now where I feel like I have so much to do, my brain has like 100 thoughts a second, and I'm there, I'm here, I'm thinking that, I'm saying things, and I'm thinking things, and then I say those things. It's not fun. So I'm really surprised that I'm actually able to talk right now. Anyways, if you know what I'm talking about, cool. If you think that it's useful to push yourself, I'm also doing this thing where I'm in a different type of therapy now. And it's the same thing. It pushes you to do things you don't want to do, so that, not so that you can get over them, but so that you can get used to them and know that, I don't know how to explain it, but it's something that I know I can do, because pushing myself to going outside and pushing myself to do these talks, because I don't like doing it. I don't like preparing for it. When I get there, when I'm on stage, when I'm talking to a group of people, if it's in a classroom or something, while I'm talking, it's almost like I black out. It's very weird. So I feel like I forget a lot of things. But when I'm done, I'm like, why was I so nervous? That was great. That happened in Utah. That was one of the best days of my life, because I did this huge presentation in front of a group of, I don't know how many people there were, 180 maybe? I don't know. Maybe less. I'm probably overestimating. But I don't really remember speaking. I remember making these jokes that were like not super funny, and like, that's me though. That's, you know, haha, I'm so funny. But afterwards, the Q&A session was just so uplifting. And I just realized, wow, this talk was actually good. I actually did something good. So I'm hoping that that happens tomorrow. Anyways, life lesson from that community. Have a great week. I will see you next week. Hopefully not in a vlog style, but I don't know, you love me. Okay, have a great week. Think of these swells. Bye.